Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video of Path of Exile. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of builds, a lot of leveling. Honestly, my brain is like fried. Um, this is actually another one of my, like, in a sense, this is like my top second most favorite build in Path of Exile. So you have my Zoomancer, which is one of my favorite builds because it's a pet build, and I've always liked pet builds, even in Diablo 3. But this build is a explosive arrow elementalist. There's two variants of this. You have an elementalist, or you have, I believe it's a champion. I think it's a champion. But elementalist has more damage because you have all hits ignite, which is huge, and passively you get negative 25% fire resistance upon applying exposure, which is pretty easy with this character. But with champion, you get more armor. You get, I think, a little bit more, obviously more health. I think you get possibly a little bit of move speed. Obviously get that with this character too because of the talent tree. But the point is you get more armor and you're tanky and shit. Yeah, here we go. So this build is like all over the fucking map because we have to go over here, I believe, and we're going all the way down here to grab the totems. We're going like here. And I still have to buy this node here. No. It's somewhere over here. It's like 7% life or something. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. So for the passive ascendancies, obviously we're down here to get chance to ignite. The build does not function without this skill. Without this, like, talent. Ascendancy. So, even though you get the explosive elementalist... Jesus, to my brain, I swear to God. Even though you get explosive arrow at level 28, the build will not work without this ascendancy point. Like, yes, you'll explode, but you won't have any damage. Like, literally no damage. So until you get this, which is usually about 40, 35, depending on, you know, yeah, your build won't work. And then this one for more damage, attack speed. Exposure you inflict applies negative 25% to resistance. This is what I was telling you about. That's a flat negative right off the bat. And then if you compare that with, or pair it with equilibrium, elemental damage removes exposure to those elements and afflicted exposures or whatever exposure inflicts this way also applies negative. So I think it's like it's like two different ways to apply exposure, I think is what that's telling me. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. And then we have elemental overload, we got some health, we got fire, we got damage over time, fire. Crit strikes inherently ignite, 100% increased damage with hits against ignited enemies, which is 100% of the time, so you're doing more damage. And then one extra totem, and we got some reservation. We didn't go into here, or this. We just got more health, more totem stuff. Dexterity, fire damage. Cast speed, mana regen. This is actually pretty vital for the build because you do run out of mana sawing in your totems. But later in the game, once you get to maps, it's not really that bad. Mana's not too big of an issue. But yeah, like I said, we're going down here. We're going all the way to the bottom. Over here, totem placement speed. This is huge. It makes the build feel so much better. And then just duration, placement speed. Yeah, attack speed, cast speed. I'm sorry, you guys, it's been a long day. Evasion, armor, more resists. And then down here, big damage. Elemental, or increased damage with bows, we don't care about. Because I don't think that applies to explosive arrow. 200 evasion, movement speed, 30% damage over time with bows. Now that we care about. But the damage with bows, we don't care about as far as I know. Because it doesn't apply to your actual over time. So that's that. We're 67. I think we're on Act 8. Act 9. We're on Act 9 because we're like just about ready to hit Act 10. So this is the build so far. 3,300, 3,400 or so defense, 2,100 evasion. We are res capped barely, and we're gonna lose 30 of that here soon. So I might swap it out for purity of elements just for the time being. I would advise purity of elements as well while leveling up. But here's the build. I bought me a bow. Oh, Jesus. I bought me a bow. 5 chaos. It was already rare. It wasn't that good, but I re-rolled it. I got okay stats. It's not really what I wanted. Because ideally, personally, I'm trying to get a +2 with lightning and maybe cold. I don't know if this build can rock double Ellie. Obviously, you don't need fire. You don't put fire on your weapon. That's bad. But I'm pretty sure you can use cold and lightning on your weapon to amplify your damage. So I'm trying to get double Ellie with attack speed. Projectile speed is okay, but that's not really, I don't think we really care about that. Because I don't think the projectile speed applies to Totem projectiles. So we don't really care about that. So like I said, ideally a +2 double Ellie, not fire, just cold lightning, and attack speed. And if I can get like crit multi or something, that'll be pretty cool, because I think that might actually help with the burn damage over time to hit bigger numbers, which is pretty nice. And then damage over time is a crafted mod, like a crafted. Other than that, it's just not really that great a gear. Don't even need a 6-link or a 5-link for the chest piece, because the whole build is based around your bow, because as you saw in the talent, bow damage over time with bow skills. So your whole build is based off of your bow. So you kind of want to get a 6-link bow within your 60s or 70. You want to get a 6-link bow before you do maps. At least a 5-link. Like, this is like a priority, because the build is built around the bow, which means the chest piece you could just put whatever the fuck you want in there. Obviously you can't have more than 4 links, because you'll just break the character, but you could put some gems in there, like your buffs or something, or like whatever. Like, for instance, I have Flame Dash. You could probably put like Dash in there and Flame Dash, just to have 2 different things, or put Mirror Arrow or Blink Arrow, whatever the fuck it's called. So you could just put a few things in there just to help you with the game. Using the Sin Trek boots. There's like the second ones, because I have the other ones, I don't remember what they're called. They're not 7-link steps, but the other ones are at 25 movement speed. These ones were a little bit better, obviously, because 30%. Pretty good. Obviously, this belt is mandatory. Don't ever take this off. You always want it, because ignites you inflict with attacks deal 35% faster. So they do their damage 35% faster, which is huge. And also 1% of attack leech to life against chilled enemies. That could work if I rock fucking cold on here. Except I don't think I'll ever chill enemies. And then the quiver. I'm only using the quiver because it has accuracy, mana regen, and +1 totems. +1 additional totem. Those are the only reasons why I use this. Other than that, it's just trash gear. Nothing crazy. I know it's the campaign, but you know, I kind of like to show off the builds at the beginning of the campaign kind of thing, or end of campaign, to show you like what the builds are capable of. Maybe people might want to like play the builds. And this build, for what it is actually quite tanky. Like, you just run and blow shit up. You only need like 1 or 2 totems, and it'll kill a whole screen of enemies. Oh my god, the bleed. Like, you don't need a lot. Just pop like 1 or 2 totems and you're good. And for something like this, you can just open up. Just look at that. It's crazy. Obviously, if there's a full screen of enemies, just blow all your totems. Just put them all down. And just watch the screen just get deleted. And when it comes to boxes, just open them. If you're scared about the box, just pop all your totems and put the shit down and blow them up. Blow them up. Put your totems on a beat and blow them up. Like, this is definitely like one of my favorite builds, dude. It's so satisfying to just hear the come up. So satisfying, dude. Come on, game. Now, at this stage of the game, this build can be played with one hand. Like, look how crazy that damage is. It only takes about like a half a second. Ow. Damn, bleeds. But yeah, as you can see that when I kill shit, I phase. Ah, you don't see it, but like I'll start phasing. I'll go invisible. It's actually really good. It's from this tree here. Yeah, 8% chance to gain phasing. 8% chance to gain phasing. So when you phase, you could just walk through a pack of enemies instead of like them blocking you. You just walk through them, which is super, super huge. It's very, very, very useful because if you're in like a narrow corridor like this, you don't want to be sitting there fucking like struggling. See, like right there, I just phased. So now you can just like walk through a pack of enemies and they won't even give a shit. You'll still get hit, but you can walk through them. That's the whole point of it. You want to be able to get through them without getting fucking cock blocked, you know what I mean? Because that shit is annoying as fuck in this game, especially with the totem build. So yeah, just walk right through them. It doesn't even matter. Just pop your stuff and go. Look at that damage, dude. Big damage. Oh, I forgot. I'm so used to the fucking, I can't believe I did that. I'm so used to exiting out and going back in, but this is a campaign mission that actually gives you a fucking portal. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Dude, I can't believe I actually like exited the game like that and came back. Build is so good, man. I love it. It's such a satisfying build, just listening to shit explode like fireworks. He didn't even drop anything. What the hell? But yeah, this build's so easy to play though. Like if you ever get in a pinch, just, you know, dash out of it. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty simple to play. And I'm only using 2 buffs out of the 3 as well. So enough mana. Because I assume we're gonna be going into the reservation aura to, you know, have room for that. Pretty crazy damage though. I've never leveled this build this way. Because last time I played this build, I leveled it a different way. Like what I mean by that is I've used a different leveling method. Because the way I leveled this character, I didn't even level with using explosive arrow. Like, I didn't even use explosive arrow until fucking, like, what? We're 67? I didn't use it until probably, like, 52. 40, 49, 52? Something like that, 52, 53 area. Which is crazy. Because I did my lab at, I think I did it at, like, 37. Just to be on the safe side because of magic stuff I was using. Because I was using rolling magma. I'm not really used to that skill. But this rolling magma was fucking powerful while leveling. Especially with combustion and fucking Herald of Ash. Oh my god. But yeah. Even after I, you know, got my first ascendancy, I didn't even go through the campaign with explosive arrow. Like I said, I don't think I swapped until close to 50. Just because, like, I bought a tabula to try it out. Explosive arrow was doing okay. But for explosive arrow to feel comfortable, I don't even know where I was at 50 something in the talents, but you need these, and you need these, and you need all of this. And this helps a lot with damage. But also having these two ascendancies is huge. Because this right here, negative 25, is just more damage. But, like, if you don't have... Because you're going to have this modifier, I think, at the beginning of the game. Same with all of this. I think this comes later in the campaign. Because you want all of this, but you want to rush all of this before you rush this. So, and then down here is, like, usually, like, in the late 50s. And I think right here, or just before right here, is when I swapped over. I swapped over before I did second lab. Let's put it that way. That was 55, so, like I said, at least 52 or so is when I swapped over. Because that's kind of when it felt comfortable. In terms of just gear-wise, and just getting all my shit going. Because without the right sockets, you're fucked. And it was really, really a struggle getting the right sockets. Because I am like a broke bitch, dude. Like, look at this. I am broke as fuck. Like, but anyways, like I said, this is a solid league starter. As you've seen, the damage is crazy, and I'm not even rocking good gear. Like, it's literally just dog shit. The 6-link bow, now keep this in mind, the 6-link bow doesn't really show what damage I'm using. I mean, if you have a 4-link explosive arrow, Ballista Totem, you don't need deadly ailments, that's for a 6-link. Lesser projectiles, you don't need. It's actually not even recommended in the build guide, which I think is bullshit because you don't use lesser projectiles if you're fighting a boss. But you use it to clear content like maps, AoE. But in the build guide, it's not even in the build, which I think is fucking stupid. So, when you get to maps, this won't be in the build. So you just swap it out for deadly ailments, and then swap out deadly ailments for that when you fight a boss. But for campaign purposes, I want AoE. I want to clear the fucking map, you know what I mean? But anyways, if you're doing a 4-link, explosive arrow, Ballista Totem, I would definitely recommend projectiles so you can clear content faster. Burning damage is really, really useful because it does what it says, more damage, and you're already 100% igniting, so burn damage. And ignite proliferation. So in a sense, as a 4-link, I would just go with explosive arrow, Ballista Totem, lesser projectiles, and either ignite proliferation or burn damage. But I personally would say ignite proliferation because it's just more damage with ignite, and because you're igniting, you kind of want those ignites to be really powerful. So I would say 1 red, 1 green, 1 red, 1 blue, 2 green, 1 red, 1 blue. That's what I would say for your links. Jesus Christ, I repeated myself so many times. But yeah, that's what I would suggest for a 4-link. But yeah, I know the video was pretty shit, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll definitely do a video later when I get to maps. Because like I said, this is like my top, at least top 2 or 3 builds in the game that I enjoy. Like, this build's so satisfying and so fun to play. An absolute destroyer when it comes to map clearing, though, if you gear it right. Super fun. But anyways, yeah.